Hello, happy Friday. I'm feeling awesome today. I just feel really happy. Nothing particularly has changed. It's just kind of like, just got up in a really, really good place. Really peaceful today. So, as per normal, this is live on Facebook. The replays will be going up on YouTube and on Instagram later. If you're with us, please drop a comment, please drop a like, share it with anyone who you think might need to hear this, or just to see if there's anyone out there who maybe resonates with this stuff. Anyone joining on YouTube, welcome to the channel. We're talking everything mindfulness, spiritual well-being, and kind of mental health as well, and just kind of sharing my experiences and my understanding of the world and things that have really helped me in my life. Trying to share that with general population. So yeah, welcome. Like I said, I'm feeling absolutely amazing today. I got up this morning, just in a really good mood, really peaceful, and I decided something I've been meaning to do for ages. I went for a run. My friend Keith, who runs Fit, he recommended just running 10 minutes, turning around, running back again. I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. So I did that this morning, and I feel full of energy and energy in the body. It's all great. I talk a lot about the mind, but the body's really important as well. Keeping that healthy. A healthy body keeps a healthy mind. So, what am I talking about today? Today I'm going to talk about social conditioning. We talk a lot on myself and Emily. I've tagged her in a post. Go and follow her stuff. She does some great stuff, especially if you're a single mum. I've got experience as being a single dad. She's got a lot more experience being a single mum, and she's got some great stuff on there, and also spiritual fitness. That's our channel we do together. So we talk a lot about limiting beliefs. And what I really wanted to delve into what they are, where they come from, and look a bit more at that. So a limiting belief is something, whether conscious or subconscious, that stops us from maybe achieving what we want to achieve. Now it could be, for example, myself, something I've experienced. If I wanted to go and do something new, like this business venture, for example, if I wanted to go and do something new, with all the good intentions that I wanted to go and do it, I might see that failing, and I'm not sure why. And when I really look at my subconscious and what my subconscious is telling me, which is really hard to do, and listen, this is something that takes practice, but when we look at that subconscious and I realised that my past experiences and social conditioning, things that society, on TV, on maybe past, just things that happened in my past, where I've been taught in school, maybe, I don't know, I can't necessarily put a label on it, but I'd grown up with this belief that I wasn't good enough to do that kind of thing, that I had to do the standard office job, I suppose. And this has really come about from the fact that, I've been able to be aware of those things, and I've actually gone into now kind of looked at changing them, and that's where confidence has come from. Someone said to me yesterday, someone got private messaged me and said, I can't believe that you don't come across as someone who suffers with self-esteem issues. Now, if you'd asked me 3 years ago if I was going to be posting stuff on Facebook and Instagram, live videos like this, I'd have been terrified that no one would like it, terrified that no one would comment on it, that no one would watch it, that people would think bad of me. I talked about yesterday about the way people think, yesterday about a concept of what other people think of us, and that was a big part of my life, but it was also what I thought of myself. So where does all that come from? Some of it, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, I'm not pointing blame at anyone, it's not about that. It's not about looking at the past and working out where this stuff comes from, having to fix it or pointing the finger at anyone. It's not about that at all. It's just, where can we go from here? How can we change this? How can we look at these limiting beliefs, look where they come from? If my subconscious is telling me I'm not enough, can I go in there and tell it I am enough and retrain that? And the truth is that yes, you can. And that's kind of what that's what we try and teach people in coaching and in these videos, and that's really, really what we want to do, So, I was very much brought up, not necessarily by my parents, but with society, things you see on TV, things you read in magazines, newspapers, all of that stuff, social media. I was brought up to believe that there was a certain template to life. And the template was, you go to school, go to college, go to university if you can, depending on what kind of thing you're going to go and do, and then you kind of follow in your dad's footsteps a little bit, like. I'm not saying my parents stopped me from choosing if they didn't, but I was brought up with this, you follow in your father's. It was just that kind of social expectation, not expectation, but the beliefs around it, So that's that, I believed that I was going to go then into finance, which I did. I now work in insurance, and then my job was to find someone to marry, have children, earn as much money as possible, so that when the time came, I can pass it on to my children. What I've come to realise is that's like living for a destination, There's not life, there's no living in that. What I've come to realise recently is, through going through a lot of this stuff, is that life's for living. You don't have to stick to some rigid structure that has kind of been handed down to us. It's really about finding what lights you up. Turns you on. That sounds really wrong saying that, but what is it that gets you going? What do you want to do? If there were no limitations in life, there were no financial limitations, if there was no one telling you can or can't do anything, including yourself, what would you be doing? What was your, and don't think about things as, I'd like to do that, but that's too big, so I'm not going to think about it. No. I want you to dream big. I want you to dream like, people would think you were mad. People would think you were crazy. Look at what's stopping you. What is stopping you from doing that? Like I said, a lot of this will come from just social conditioning, the things that we're fed from TV, from films, things that we're told. It might just be a passing comment, but our subconscious hangs on to that. And what I realised as well through this process is that I didn't know I had any of that. I was completely unaware of any of that self-talk that I had. Any of that limiting stuff that was telling me that I can't do this, or I'm not good enough for that. But what's happened is, since I've been working on presence and being and the other stuff I talk about in here, I've kind of shined that light of, or turned the light up, turned the volume up on that light of consciousness, and started exposing some of that stuff that's in my subconscious, started to become aware of it. And when we shine the light on it, once you become aware of that stuff, you can't not be aware. It's like ignorance is bliss, right? You can't not be aware of it. And it's been amazing. It's opened my world up. I've been able to. This stuff is still there, and to some extent, it still comes in. It still sometimes tells me you can't do that. But now I've got the awareness around it, and I can notice that stuff, and I can say, do you know what? I can. I can start saying affirmations. I am good enough. I can do this. Start retraining my subconscious. The subconscious is, think about it when you go to learn to drive a car. When you first start, everything seems really alien and it's a bit clunky and you forget to do things. But as you get into it, as you start doing this stuff, it starts to become natural. You don't even have to think about it. I think about when I drive now, literally don't have to think about what I'm doing. It's just done. And there's so many different steps to it, but I just do it. That's what this stuff is. It's just retraining, just the repetitive patterns, creating new habits, and it starts off as you have to kind of force it, and it slowly transfers into the subconscious because it becomes that habit, and that's what we're after. And then we start living in joy, in creation, in just living the best life you can live. And that there is what I want everyone to get to. That there is a better world. That there is new social conditioning that tells you can. You are enough. You are important. That's my dream. My dream is to get people there. That's the purpose behind spiritual fitness. That's the purpose behind this coaching. It gives me goosebumps talking about it. That's what, when I looked into this stuff, that there is exactly what I want to do. That's what I realised. That's who I truly am. I want to empower people. I want to give them back joy, and I want them to get up in the morning and I want them to jump out of bed and go, yes, it's another day. What's going to bring? That's how I felt this morning. What is today? It's an adventure. Didn't feel like that for like 35 years. Or maybe when I was a kid. When I was a kid, that's how you live when you're a kid. up until probably about 5, 6, 7, you know, that's how I live. My daughter's, who's on her way now, that's how she lives. She's every day, it's like, oh, what can I do today? Everything new is just amazing. And I said, that's where I want people to get to. That's what I want to do. So have a think about it. Drop in the comments below. What would you like to do? What's your dreams? Do you know what your dreams are? If you're not, don't. If you don't, say, I don't know. Drop us a comment. Maybe I can help you. Like, give you a couple of tips, give you pointers, whatever. But yeah, happy Friday. Full of joy. Just like, I don't know, today I just, wow. Feel full of life, full of energy. And these things aren't about big, giant leaps to getting there. It's the little steps. Small steps turn into something massive. And my experience is when you do these small steps and you kind of get closest to where you want to be, you just feel full of joy, full of just the life, you know. So if you liked this video, I hope you did. I hope you got something from it. Drop us a comment, drop us a like. Just follow Spiritual Fitness, follow Emily, just to get this message out there, you know, just to help more people. It really helps. So thank you for joining. Thank you for all your support. It's been phenomenal. It's been amazing. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I can't believe it. It's just like amazing. But thank you so much for everything you do, and you are enough. You're everything, and you can do anything you want. So yeah, I'll see you soon, and have an absolutely amazing Friday. Love you all, and I'll speak to you later.